YouTube? Welcome back to the Investing on a 9 to 5 YouTube channel. It is your boy, the Dividend Dog. Happy Saturday to all you 9 to 5ers out there. Hope you guys had a great week. Thank you guys for kicking it back with me on this Saturday to watch the video of Do You Know ticker symbol NIO. So before we dive into it, I want to give all you guys a shout out there for hitting the like and subscribe button on the channel. It's helping the page grow. It's also letting us know that you guys are liking the content that we are putting out on the page. So thank you guys again for that. And if you're new to the channel, do not forget to hit the like and subscribe button so you don't miss out on any future updated content. So let's dive into NIO. So NIO is a premium killer electric vehicle company, EV company based out of China, founded in 2014 by William Li, this gentleman right here. And they basically just have a fleet of vehicles that are obviously taking over the EV market over in China, now in Europe, hopefully be here in the US starting in 2025. Don't quote me on that. But here is their lineup of cars. See, they got a couple sedans, midsize, all the way up to large size SUVs. $10.50 stock here. Got a $17.34 billion market cap, but they are not profitable. One thing here to note for NIO, but I'm going to uncover the value and show you, why this company can be profitable down the line. So this could be a growth company that you could add to your portfolio that could add some boost to capital gains down the line, to add to the dividend portfolio stocks that pays us. So therefore, you're using that money to rinse and repeat to make more money there. So let's see. Gross profit margins has increased here. It's finally turned to 14.5 in the trailing 12 months. This was negative for quite some time for the past couple of years, but now it's starting to turn profitable for them, which is a good thing to see. And operating margins is negative. Everything else obviously is negative as well. But growth rates as far as revenue is positive. So you got 25% revenue growth. Looking at the 1 year chart, as you guys can see, is just absolutely taking a beating down on the market here, all the way down to 1019 from that's its year high at around $25. Then we're going to look at it even further out, 5 year chart. As you guys can see, it ran all the way up to over $50 at one point, and then the market just saw a lot of Chinese FUD going on, meaning that the company could be delisted from the stock market. And it's also a Chinese company. So a lot of that goes on in the stock market, and a lot of investors don't like that. They prefer to invest in Tesla, GM, Ford, and so on, much more safer companies as far as like investing into. NIO is by looking at their delivery report, because it also lets us know that the cars that are being delivered are also being sold. So as you guys can see, they've consistently had year-over-year growth for delivered vehicles over. The NIO ET7, this is their four-door sedan, will have 620 miles of range of battery, which is awesome to see. So the NIO ET5 will have a range of 620 miles. So this one will be competing with the Tesla Model 3. So as you guys can see, they are aiming to be that number one spot, and they're aiming to go after Tesla. For the midsize SUV ES6 will have a mile range of 317 miles. So this is another midsize SUV. Looks really, really nice and sporty. The ES7 is NIO's quickest SUV. This one is capable of overdoing 520 miles range, guys. Crazy. Interior, they have this device called Nomi right here. So you'll be able to speak into this device, and you'll be able to control like whatever goes on inside of the vehicle. So if you need the air condition controlled, you'll be able to speak into it, or if you need directions and so on. Another interior look. The ES8, 500 kilometers is 310 miles. I mean, this is their large size SUV. It's going 310 miles on a full range. So another way to gauge performance for NIO is insurance registrations in China. As you can see, BYD, Tesla, NIO, they are having insurance registrations. That was just for the week of February 6th through the 12th here. So as you guys can see, NIO is having competitive insurance registrations. We're going to dive in and take a look at their power swap stations, why I think NIO is going to be dominant in the EV market. So you'll be able to pull in your EV, your NIO EV, and this machine here, once you pull in, we'll be able to lift the vehicle up, pull in one of the batteries that's fully charged, and in less than 10 minutes, you are pulling out with a fully charged battery. Now, if you were to run out of energy on the side of the road, NIO also has NIO Power, which is their roadside assistance sector that will be out for helping customers that need roadside assistance with their EVs. They have over 1,300 of them now, but this is just the layout of the structure of their highway of networks of power swap stations and charging networks over in China. So as you guys can see, they have about majority of the network here figured out, and they have a system that's working. And by 2025, they plan on having 4,000 of these, so that 90% of the users will be able to have access. And then, as you can see, from 2021 and so on, they've increased the amount of power swaps stations and the total number of power swap stations as well. NIO users have completed nearly 14 million battery swaps, which is awesome to see. And then that equates to be about 2.8 seconds that there is a NIO car exiting from a power swap station. And this is the range of their chargers here. So you have the home chargers, and you have some that you'll be seeing at the stations and also at the gas stations. Cattle is reportedly cutting the costs for NIO for them to make their batteries. So therefore, NIO will be able to save some money on their battery costing, which is good for investors as well. Big thing I like about NIO is that they have collaborated with Shell, because Shell, as you guys know, the gas stations and energy companies are now switching to be more renewables in the future, and they're getting it and tapping into EVs. So this is one way that Shell and NIO will develop a network of co-branded battery swap stations. So they'll start out in China with 2 pilot sites to reach 100 sites by 2025. They're going to have Shell rechargers, fast rechargers at NIO locations. They'll have some in Europe. I'm assuming when they get here to America that, Shell will have these NIO swap stations at their gas stations. Shell is the world's largest mobility retailer by service stations. So they have 46,000 locations in nearly 80 markets. So this is good for NIO. They plan to operate more than 500,000 EV charge points worldwide by 2025. As you guys can remember on the previous video, if you've been following along with BP, BP is going to be helping out Hertz with their EV as well, with their charge points. So this is one way Shell is going to be tapping into the EVs. Another acquisition. So Mobileye, if you guys have been once again following on with the videos, we've talked about Mobileye, we've talked about Intel. Now we're talking about NIO. Well, they're all working together now because Mobileye is going to partner with NIO to have their autonomous technology on NIO's vehicles for the consumers and the robo taxis. And they're going to value the opportunity to bring greater safety, greater road safety to China and other markets through their efforts, and look forward to NIO's support as Mobileye builds a transformational mobility service across the globe. So this is good to see as well from an Intel standpoint, Mobileye standpoint, and a NIO investor standpoint. And this is just what an example of one of the ES8s of NIO is equipped with the Mobileye technology on it, that they're already testing it in the roads in Detroit. So this is NIO Park here. So NIO Park is NIO's transformational park that they're building over in China right now. So what this park is going to be able to produce when they're done, they're going to be able to produce at least 1 million EVs a year from these facilities here. Now within this NIO Park, you have all of these facilities where you'll be able to go and visit, different types of NIO houses. They'll have NIO be more of a city where you can go and live, and and be a part of the NIO like lifestyle that they are building over in China. And this is what it looks like here. And obviously, they're aiming to produce more EVs than Tesla by 2024. And then within, the NIO Park, they'll have a NIO house. Like I said, there's a facility not just for selling cars. Like I said, NIO is more so building a lifestyle brand to be associated with just being, NIO as a car company. So what I mean by that is when you go into a NIO house, you'll be able to see apparel. You'll be able to see accessories. They have a lounge area. You'll be able to go and get coffee. So it'll be more of a hangout area where you'll be able to still. You see, they're kind of making like a Starbucks Apple kind of mixture, along with a Tesla mixture as well. So Stephen Cohen, he's the CEO or the owner of the New York Mets, but he also owns Point 72, and he tripled his position in NIO this past quarter. So he is seeing the value big time that NIO is laying out and the foundations they're going to have in the future. And here is my little couple bucks that I have in NIO. This is around 40. Yeah, this is at 40 shares that I've accumulated here. And then my wife, she has 10 shares. So right now we're sitting around 50 shares in NIO. As you guys can see, I'm down 32%. I'm not worried at all. This is a long-term 20-year, 30-year plan here that I plan to accumulate over 100 shares. They got ET priced at a $17 price range. That's 67% upside from where we are now. I definitely think it can go past up the $50 here, $60 here in the next couple of years. But it's definitely on my list to keep adding to the portfolio, not financial advice. I definitely see the value in the company and what they're doing and the acquisitions that they are continuing to make. Give a quick shout out to NIO Trending here on YouTube. He does a great job on giving awesome NIO content. And there's guys on Twitter as well that I follow for NIO content as well. They do a great job on keeping me updated, just so I can keep you guys updated as well, so we can all share this great information for this awesome company. Guys, that is all that the Dividend Dog had for you on this Saturday morning here on the Investing on a 9 to 5 YouTube channel. NIO, I definitely think this EV stock is supercharged. The price is not showing it, but one day it will. Thank you guys again for joining me on the video. Hit the like and subscribe button on this. If you guys enjoyed the video, let me know in the comments. I'll see you guys on the next one. I'm out.